Here we go again, same story with the new era, just switch out the players as we are going to be breaking down the cast of Survivor Season 48 and giving our early predictions. This is an extremely early video for Survivor 48 as it won't start airing until February 26th with a 2-hour premiere event. Don't worry, as always, we are avoiding any and all spoilers in this video and simply breaking everything down I have found on these 18 new players from stalking them across social media. So without wasting any time, 3, 2, 1, let's go.
Hey, welcome to this video. If you don't know, my name is Charity Nelms. I'm a flight attendant and a fitness coach.
Without going in any particular order, we are starting things off with Charity Nelms. Charity is a 34-year-old from St. Petersburg, Florida. She can be defined as someone that is all in on social media, all in on fitness, and being a flight attendant.
Hi! I asked you guys on Instagram what kind of videos you'd want to see for YouTube, and you guys said you wanted to see daily vlogs. So I was like, okay.
Look for Charity to struggle early on in the game with possibly driving her tribe nuts, but if she is able to get past the first impressions, I really like Charity's chances. And we already know with an Instagram bio reading new era loading that she is all in on Survivor. Being all in on Survivor on social media before your season is officially announced is risky business, potentially a big mistake. But don't worry, we are putting on our detective glasses and fully stalking all these players on social media. Multiple people have already followed me back on Instagram, and some people even have their own YouTube channels and online businesses. So make sure you stay watching until the very end so you don't miss out on anyone from this cast of 18 new Survivor players. And I'll be throwing in a couple of my early winner picks along the way. Next up from Brooklyn, New York, we have Kyle Fraser. It probably has something to do with the fact that the dude has already followed me back on Instagram, but I'm a big fan. Kyle is a judicial law clerk and 30 years old. Typically on Survivor, the people that understand the law are going far, so that's a positive for Kyle. But what I like most is all the connections that Kyle is going to have. He is followed by so many past Survivor players on Instagram that really makes me think he'll do very well in the game. However, when you dive deeper into the cast, you realize that the next person we are going to be talking about is also from Brooklyn, New York. So let's get right into it with Stephanie Berger, who is also from Brooklyn, New York. I don't care who you are in Survivor, you are trying to find anything in common with your tribe mates early on to form connections, making me think that if both Stephanie and Kyle are on the same tribe, they will be okay. Specifically speaking of Stephanie, she is a product manager who is 37 years old. Unfortunately, that age right there has me worried as the older female on Survivor typically never wins. 37 years old might not sound that old, but in terms of Survivor Season 48, she is the oldest female out there. But before we talk about another old person on Survivor 48, if you want me to make a video on the tribe breakdown of Survivor Season 48, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. If this video gets 200 likes, I will make that happen. So bouncing from the oldest female on the cast to one of the oldest males on the cast, we have 45-year-old Joe Hunter. Joe is from Sacramento, California and is a fire captain. Joe seems like a nice guy. Being a firefighter makes him a hero, but I'm sorry, being that old on the season is going to really hurt Joe. On the other side of things, I am about to completely blow your mind, and honestly, this makes me very confused about what the Survivor casting team was thinking, but Joe could be okay with the California connection. There is literally 7 players on the cast of Survivor 48 who are all from California. That is ridiculous. Of course, we have Joe Hunter. We also have David Keeney, the 38-year-old stunt performer, Camila Carthagisu, the Discord engineer who is 31 years old, 33-year-old that I couldn't find anywhere on social media. Sauna Hugli, the 30-year-old brand strategist that I couldn't find anywhere on social media as well. The 33-year-old finance manager Kevin Long, who is one of my potential winner picks, being all in on fitness, but also smart with the finance stuff. The 34-year-old dude with a music background and a potential Sony deal with Thomas Karatiger. And last but not least, we have Shahun Davary, who is 37 years old and a college public speaking instructor. Yeah, I'm not even joking. All 7 of these people from the cast of Survivor season 48 are all from California. If it was only 6 people, I would say maybe we would be in store for a special twist of the tribes with Survivor 48 and having a full tribe all being from California, but having 7 people wouldn't make any sense. Whatever the case may be, there will be some sort of combination of these players starting the game on the same tribe next season. I don't want to call it lazy, I just hope in the future we see more casting diversity in terms of where the players are from.
Alright, Santana row 530, who's ready? Tread, I want you to start with a 4-5-6, and the floor, just give me mountain climbers. When the tread goes, floor, just give me those dumbbell rows. Keep it up. Tread, this is your final sprint. Can you give me more? Can you give me 9, 10, 11? Let's go!
Usually these cast assessment videos, we spend some good quality time on each player, but as you can tell, I'm pretty rattled that 7 players this season are all from the same spot. That is why we are trying to go as far away from California as possible. The next person, Bianca Roses. Bianca is 32 years old and from Arlington, Virginia. I'm pretty sure Virginia is far away from California. Remember, I'm Canadian. What makes Bianca so special is she is an expert at emails. It literally says it in her Instagram bio, as her job is being a strategic PR consultant. This reminds me exactly from Liz Wilcox from Survivor 46. I just hope Bianca has a better time in the game.
Liz, do you feel comfortable talking about what you're feeling?
Moving into Cedric McFadden, pretty interesting stuff. I believe we have the most information on him from every single person on the cast.
Yeah, so this is really the gold standard for screening for colorectal cancer. The test is highly specific, it's highly sensitive to find colon cancers.
Cedric, who is a 46-year-old surgeon from Greenville, South Carolina, will have a really rough time on Survivor. Don't get me wrong, I would love to be proven wrong, but being 46 years old makes Cedric the oldest player on Survivor season 48. But I also think how smart he is will come to end his game early. I get it, you gotta be super smart to do the kind of things that Cedric does, but I get the sense that he knows that he's the smartest guy in the room. And on Survivor, that's not always the best strategy.
This fat is highly responsive to what you eat, making it essential to eat fewer calories to lose fat throughout the body, not just the abdomen.
But moving from the oldest dude on Survivor 48, we have the youngest dudette with 24-year-old Eva Eckerson. Eva is out of the gate going to struggle with being the youngest on the season. The problem isn't her age exactly. In fact, 24 years old is nowhere near the youngest ever we have seen on Survivor. The issue is this cast as a whole is honestly pretty old, so Eva will have a hard time fitting in. She is an engineering graduate student and from Providence, Rhode Island. Although she is not from Canada, she will have to count as the token Canadian on the season with being a big hockey player. If we end up not getting any Canadians this season, she will have to be one of my winner picks. However, next on our list is Justin Piopi. I'm not sure what it is about Justin, but he is one of the players I am most looking forward to see play this season. Don't get me wrong, do I think Justin can win? Honestly, my early prediction is no, but listen to this. Justin is 29 years old from Worcester, Massachusetts. Yeah, I know, I still don't know how to say that word, Massachusetts. But Justin's job is being a pizza restaurant manager. So for whatever reason, I am getting really big Cody Ashemasher from Survivor 43 vibes from this dude.
I'm gonna play the game as hard and as fast as I can, just like I do my life.
The next player is Mary Zhang, and she is a social worker and wannabe singer. Mary is 31 years old from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and low-key seems very quirky. Although she is 31, she gives off young energy with having crazy YouTube videos.
They say the higher you go, the harder you fall.
Next up is Mitch Guerrero from Waco, Texas. Mitch is a 34-year-old physical education teacher that likes to be physically active, but it's super key to note that he isn't just into fitness, it's basically his entire personality on social media. Other than Survivor, basically my entire personality is the same thing, and my job is being a swim coach. So from the outside looking in, I'm really rooting for Mitch, as it's similar to how I would do if I ever get to play the greatest game in the world. And unfortunately, we currently have zero information on the final 2 players on the season 48 cast. The only thing we know for certain is that they are both female. Anyway, click right here for everything else we know so far about Survivor season 48.